Hello Libra, welcome. This is the Feminine Inquisition. This is your January read. It's just for the second half of January. We're going over this Saturnian energy that is with everybody, right? We've got a lot of delays. There's a lot of ways in which we like to start the year off strong. 2023, it brings hope, it brings inspiration. We want to really kick off our life in a brand new way, and yet it's challenging. We've got delays. We have things that we did not see coming, right? Unexpected results, constraints, restraints, breakups. So we're going to go over the challenge and we're going to look at that frustration, how it's showing up. We're going to try and get as specific as we can with the tarot. We're going to see what we can use from that frustration to fuel our inspiration. And we will close with an animal. I'm going to start with the Threads of Fate. This message is for Libra. Please, shuffling for Libra, show me the area that this has to do with. All the cards have been pre-shuffled. This is a general reading. Spirit, show me for Libra. What are we talking about? What's the area of life this has to do with, please? For Libra. This is the third attempt to do your reading. The cat, which you can see right there, was a lunatic, so nothing was happening in the way that I had hoped that it would be. So we're going to do a spread to understand how this frustration, how these delays, how these constraints are showing up in your life, and we're going to see how we can let that frustration fuel your inspiration. We'll use the Threads of Fate for tarot. Can I please see Threads of Fate for Leo? What's the environment? What's the arena that this frustration is showing up? Okay, I have versatility. Oh no, I have more than one. I have underworld and versatility. The underworld is about understanding the stillness before you spring forward, right? Like it's the seed that is in the darkness. Like every good creation story, you sit in darkness before the light begins. And there's a level of unknown that's there, that's quite scary, that one must have faith and trust in. Followed by versatility. So right now you are perhaps in a standstill, and this would fall in line with some of the attempts at readings I've done so far. The Four of Swords did show up for you. Perhaps there is something that you know will be great, you know will be your new beginning, but like this, like the beginning of this reading I had said, there's some delays, so you're patient with them, maybe even anticipated them. Maybe you're not in any rush. Maybe you know that if you were in a rush, it wouldn't be done the right way. I feel like a kind of wisdom here in you abiding by whatever Saturn is giving you in terms of delays. What's the frustration for Leo, please? Frustration for Leo. What's the challenge? 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them are face down. Okay. 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 9 of Swords, the High Priestess in reverse. A little internally conflicted, a little unsure about what decision to take in terms of the next step, this action plan. A little anxious, a little worried, stuck in a paralyzed state of mind about maybe making a mistake, maybe not knowing everything. Like I told you, there was this element of the unknown which requires a good amount of trust. However, the High Priestess is here, which would give you the deep knowing, but she's in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, supporting all of this, is the King of Swords in reverse. He's also a little confused. He's not sure. When the King of Swords is in reverse, there's an insecurity there. It's a mental insecurity. It's not emotional. It can come out behaviorally, no doubt. But I am picking up that it's more in your estimations, in your calculations, in your assertion, like how you are processing information. You are worried that you don't that maybe you're putting too much of an emphasis on one thing and not the other, right? You have an internal conflict. I don't know what kind of processes you're going through, what you're examining, analyzing, making choices on, but perhaps it's asking you to be versatile, meaning grow and expand in ways that are not in your comfort zone, that are outside your normal arena, your normal ways in which you circulate. And that can cause worry and stress. And if you are worried and stressed, you can't hear your intuition. So what are the delays? What's the frustration? What's the constraint? It looks like an inner dilemma, an inner turmoil of an outer experience that suggests to me that you don't have all the answers, or at least the perception that you hold is that you don't have all the information. All right. Let's look at this choice. Can you describe the Two of Wands for me? Can you show me the Two of Wands? Why is the Two of Wands here for Leo? For Libra? I've been calling you Leo this whole time. It's not your reading, Leo. This is Libra's reading. This is Libra's reading. My Libras are not going to like that. For Libra, can I get this Two of Wands, please? Two of Wands. No Libra wants to be called a Leo. For the Two of Wands, I have the Three of Wands to the Ace of Cups to the Hierophant. There's some disappointment here. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Cups. There's an unexpected way in which you don't feel fulfilled. You don't feel comforted. You don't feel loved. There's a rigid way in which you are having to make a choice. And the choice has to do with something that's a part of you, but it doesn't satisfy you. And it's quite unexpected. It's quite unexpected, perhaps, that this turned out this way, that it's going to turn out this way, or that you chose this choice, yet still your Ace of Cups is not in it. Your heart is not in it. Why? Why does this confine you so? Why does this cause you stress? To have to make a choice is disappointing to you. Both of the Cups cards that came out for that choice were in reverse. For Libra, what's the stress here? Why is the Nine of Swords present right after the choice? Thank you. Why is the Nine of Swords here for Libra. Justice to the Ace of Wands. There's a sort of way in which this is karmic, divine, right, just. The Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Why are you so anxious? Okay, so you're showing me this. This is the undercurrent. This is how you've been for some time. And now that you get what has been coming to you, right? This Ace of Wands to the Justice. This is divinely timed karma as it relates to your stress. So like you knew all the while that the more you sat there and refused whatever was coming to you, being offered to you, good and bad, whatever came your way, and you closed and blocked off your energy, you knew that you were putting yourself in debt. And here you are. Maybe you ignored something. Maybe you ignored being emotionally generous, finding satisfaction in your life, associating deeply and identifying with a wound instead of being open, being heavily guarded for reasons that don't really make sense in the reality. Let's see what the intuition is all about. What your intuition would say to you if you could hear it. What's the guidance from the highest of the high? What does the High Priestess have to say about this? Please show me. For Libra, what's the High Priestess have to say? The Hermit. Queen of Swords in reverse. Hanged Man to the Page of Wands with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You feel depraved, desperate, without, sad, disappointment, betrayed. Like you're withering away to nothing because everyone has left you behind and left you with nothing. And why? Let's see where this begins and where this ends. So, the High Priestess is telling you that, or would tell you if you could listen, but you can't hear her. You're out in the cold. So, it's telling you to take a moment to reflect, become introspective. Find silence and find comfort in your own company so that you can sit still long enough for the light to come back inside. Find achievement and completion from everything that you've been through up until this point and release it. Wisdom will settle into you and you will be able to see things from a new perspective. And you will be able to come back and communicate to those that you have had this experience with what this new perspective and this new insight has offered you. The Hermit is a healing card. The Hermit is a leader because he understands that his participation in his evolution is to take time to reflect on things that he has experienced. The Queen of Swords in reverse. The Hermit to the Queen of Swords in reverse. Stop talking. Stop. Stop talking. You have not mastered your lessons. You have not mastered yourself. You have not understood your place. You don't have anything to teach, and you certainly don't have anything to add. This is a tree of life. On this tree you shall hang until you see things from a shifted perspective. The guidance is for you to sit still. The Page of Wands. When this tree of life, or when this light turns on from inside, it's asking you to find enthusiasm, joy. It's asking you to allow fire to stay lit inside of you. What's the inspiration, right? So we've clearly outlined that the frustration is that you had an internal dilemma when I was calling you Leo. You had an internal dilemma that there was a choice that gave you a lot of anxiety and you couldn't hear your intuition. What was the choice? The choice was an unexpected result of your heart not being in the commitment, in the box that you created for yourself. You thought that it was going to be fantastic, but in fact, there was no joy. Then you continued to tell me, that you knew all the while, as you sat in your Four of Cups, blocking yourself off from the rest of life, not being present, that you were going to have a karmic debt. That new beginnings were not going to be easy, because the whole time that all this stuff was coming to you for however many years, however many months, you were arms crossed, blocked, so now you have this karma. And you have anxiety, and you can't hear your high priestess, your intuition. What does your intuition want to tell you? Take some time out. The underworld. Take some time out. Maybe smoke a little. All right, one more shuffle. Let's see. What's the inspiration? We gotta give Libra some inspiration. What is it? Okay. Love. Ooh. 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 Okay. The inspiration for Libra is, these all go together. There is not a skip in this message. So I try to hold them all for you. These little hands. Okay, so it's backwards, right? So we'll start it like this. Do-si-do. Okay, that's better. So this is sadness. This is disappointment. This is 3 cups spilled. 3 cups spilled. Yeah, but there are 2 still there. Okay. It's like a nearsighted position. It's a naysaying. It's cutting off your nose to spite your face. Okay. This are the 2 cups. This is in disarray. There is someone, I don't know how far back, could not be too far back, but there is someone who you have an upside down situation with. But you do love them, and you did have a valid partnership with them. The inspiration for you is that you can take hold of it in real life and put a practical plan together for the immense amount of love that wants to come out of you. The inspiration. You don't have to be stifled by the Hierophant. You can be the King of Cups. You don't have to block your energy and guard yourself from, you know, the outside world, from some doubts that you feel, some emotional instability, because the 4 of Cups is kind of contemplative, also kind of bored. It's like a dormant anger, and that dormant anger blocked you from some beautiful potential, but all is not lost. Let's see what the advice is. Advice for Libra. What's the advice for Libra as they go through this tricky time, this choice? What's the advice for Libra? What's the advice for Libra, please? What's the advice for Libra? Thank you. Okay, so the advice. Looks like you have two options. One, you can be that King of Cups and seek your Queen. That's pretty clear. This one fell out and the other came out together by themselves. This one came out and this one came out by itself and these came together. Jeez. You can go get your Queen of Cups, or, and I'll put them in order. Like this. You can have a false sense of ego and bravado, a false sense of security and external satisfaction, really just wanting people to give you high praise, not really knowing yourself beyond these little accolades that other people pay you, small tasks that you do, the jumps with your horse. It's a false sense of ego. Parade. Not being able to confidently hold the position of manifestor as the Empress. This is you. Empress is Libra and Taurus. Why? Because you guys are Venusian signs, ruled by Venus. If you can't manifest, what's left? The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. That is a missed opportunity. So, I don't know. That seems like a straightforward for me. The King and the Queen of Cups. Rather than 3 upside down cards that all have to do with not having sure footing. Yeah, let's see what the animal is for you, Libra. I have a zoo over here. It's a full zoo. Yeah? Animal for Libra. What's the advice? Animal oracle for Libra, please. Thank you. I have Snow Leopard, self-reliance. You are strongly independent and often solitary. Integrity is important for your best outcome. Cloak yourself with invisibility and walk with the shamans. Use your intuition and let your life unfold in silent perfection. I told you, your intuition. I told you to stop talking. If there's one strong message here, it is that in the underworld, where there is darkness, where there is silence, there is an answer for you. How do I know? He told me so. She told me so. Yeah. Be still. Be still. Be calm. Take some time. I leave it here. I'm so sorry that I called you Leo so many times. I thank you so much for watching. Ciao.